Howdy. Welcome to stream. I have a story to start stream. 1 second. So, I did my normal walking the dogs right before stream thing, right? And as I'm walking home, I look behind us and there is like a German Shepherd looking dog just following us like 2 feet behind that my dogs have not noticed. And my dogs are little jerks and they will bark and instigate something. So I managed to get them home. As I'm putting my dogs in the house, my cat, Kit Kat, runs out, sees the giant dog, immediately runs back inside. So I unhook my dogs, and then I update Discord, hey, I'm gonna go try to bring that dog home, because I think I recognize it. So I go outside, make sure it's friendly, try to keep a distance, make sure I can get back in the house if I can. It's friendly. So I end up attempting to guide it home while it wants to go wander off. Doesn't have a collar, so I couldn't hook up a leash. I do eventually get it home. And that's how my pre-stream has gone. So, that's my day. But, yeah, stream time. I am a little concerned because I did a couple non-canon runs of the year to see just an idea of how things would go. Berry Chase and Pale Feather tend to die of their yellow cough relatively commonly, so I'm a little concerned about that. And we'll see if we lose Frecklestar this year. I also coded in Hornet Clan as a neighbor, and it should insta start a war. But, yeah, let us do our first time skip. I also, edited, Basil to actually be correct, as well as, edited Galaxy Cat to be Alpaca Shard. But, yeah, time skip. I see births and deaths. That is unexpected. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. Insta War. But, Swamp Hopper and Gorseclare have become mates. That is kind of funny. That is not one of the few ships I had in mind. Hello. I was shipping you a Berry Chase once a time ago. Oh, Freckle got killed by a badger. Okay, that's not a good start. Also, of course, Berry Chase insta-dies. Berry Chase is going to the Dark Forest. Of course we get no karma or anything for Berry Chase. No finding out what he did. Pale Feather survived. Whispering Silk's ears feeling better. The War of Hornet Clan is affecting Rosie Spike. There's going to be ads in about 1 minute, by the way. Batnuddle has recovered from his sprain. It's also disrupting the life of Wisp Cloud. Oleander, the random rogue, which probably was in the rogue group now that this war has started, has died recently. We probably killed them. And Gorseclare is grieving Berry Chase, not knowing that he was a murderer. So is Frecklestar wailing about Berry Chase's death, and not in StarClan. Well, that was a start. I think you guys are about to get ads, but okay then. Freckle immediately lost a life. On to 5 now, and he's grieving. I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. Saw Two-Leg playing with a dog. Soaking the new leaf warmth. Gorseclare was not who I was shipping you with. I was honestly shipping you with Gorseclare's sister, but okay. Oh, there's the ads. You know, with the whole Berry Chase immediately dying, like, right after Swamp Hopper and Gorseclare get together, that's kind of ironic because For a while, we were trying to ship Swamp and Berry. So, you know, there's that. Goldheart is wondering if kitty pet life is really so bad. Borskare is grieving and having a nice chat with Loner outside clan territory. You are now the only mediator. Oh boy. Basil saw a kitty pet rolling around a two-legged garden. Lavender Watcher is chattering at the birds in the trees above. Flipstripe has the apprentices very engaged in a very tall tale. You still have White Cough. For Bandiclaw had a nightmare involving a two-legged trap. Daisy Speckle is looking forward to the next gathering. Oh yeah, I will remember to check the Dark Forest cats. Thank you. Bonefade wonders what Snapdragon Spark is up to. Fallen Newt hisses at a certain cat when they walk by. That's kind of rude. Treefang thought she saw a cat, but it turns out the two-legged object that just looks like one. Cobaltfield is worried Bonefade is overworking himself. Whispering Sulk is sparring with some clanmates. Gustream doesn't laugh at Birdtooth's joke, a little rude. Toughquill is looking forward to finding more prey. Hawkflip is craving the taste of shrew. Slateclaw is looking forward to finding more prey. Spirodance pretends to be busy. Spirodance by Girly. Rosie Spike wants to compliment Hawkflip's fighting techniques. Yeah, seems like Gorse has a type for medcats. We're specifically checking the Dark Forest because there's cats in the Dark Forest that we need to roll if they're going to StarClan. Birdtooth wants to hunt. Quill Spider found a wonderful napping spot outside camp. You still have a broken bone. Wonders if she would do better as a mediator. Please don't draw blood during battle trading and coldly say it was an accident. I understand you're sad about Alpaca, but don't do that. Has more energy than she knows what to do with at the moment. Currently grieving. Jagged Stripe is playing a prank on Swamp Hopper. Mordream is relieved that Leaf Bear is finally over. You still have a rat bite. Reed is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Primrose Pelt is wondering if StarClan is watching over cats outside the clans. Blinkspot envies the deputy's position. You are 7 moons old. Chill out, girl. Fire saw a kitty pet with the fluffiest fur imaginable today. I'll start rolling if there are no mediators, because we still could get, like, a kitten in the future that wants to be one. Sedge Dance helps the warriors to enforce the camp walls. Palefeather is snoring loudly in her sleep. Pigeon is out on a walk, also grieving. And let's go take a look at, we'll look at Snipcloud. Spending time with Armencrest, an old person that joined us and immediately died. Okay. And let's see if any of the highlighted ones... Well, Grey Egg is crying, so that's okay. Fieldfall is at the StarClan border, which means we're gonna roll. Give me a second to pull up my actual coin flip, because I don't have it pulled up. Yeah, Palefeather basically is Palepath and Emberfeather's ship name. Okay, so heads, you will go to StarClan, and tails, you will stay in the Dark Forest. You are going to StarClan! Congratulations! Slipfish picked up Fear Scent. Ripple Pelt, hissing at anyone that comes near. Oh boy. Clear Runner, trying to lure living cats. Okay, you're not actually doing that, but okay. Slinking for the shadows. And scarcely avoided a confrontation of a shadowy cat. And let's look at Butterfly. Hello. You are crying. Okay. And let's go do patrols. Primrose Pelt can go out with Treefang and Daisy Speckle. Treefang thinks she had a vision from StarClan. You don't say. We talked to her about it. Interesting. Interesting. 1 second. I gotta check on a dog. Okay, I'm back. Yoshi was attempting to get underneath the blanket and failing to. No, poor little butterfly paw on her birthday and everything. It's always her birthday. Yeah, he's fine. But, Sparrow Dance, let's send you out on a date. Hello, small dog. Sparrow Dance hisses at the small dog, and we chase it out. Good job. We can send out Swan Popper with Fallen Newt. Getting Rosemary, cleaning up the burial grounds. And then Rosy Spike and Gust Dream. Badger set. We put some grass and shrubs in front of it. I've just been saying Sparrowbird, but Bird Squared is also very funny. Hawkflip, Slate Claw, and Tough Quill. Ghost Stories. Oh boy. You guys just ran away from the branch? Okay. And then Lynx Paw and Lavender. That's adorable. Lavender Watcher wants to know how Lynx Paw is finding her training. What does she think of the other young cats in the clan? I don't think there are any. I think she's the only apprentice. Any special friends, perhaps? Lynx Paw practically melts into the ground with embarrassment. I don't think she would have any special friends unless she's seeing someone across the border. But that is adorable. I don't have any mods. In-game. I have mods that do the chat. Vervaina Claw, Whisk Cloud, and Basil. Hello, Badger, on Hornet Clan territory. It's on Hornet Clan territory, so I'm gonna actually roll if we're gonna do nothing or antagonize it. Give me a second. We are antagonizing this. I've never seen what happens when you antagonize this. She continues her patrol, and sometime later, a patrol from Hornet Clan calls out and asks her if she's seen anything suspicious. Basil tells them coldly that her clan doesn't owe them anything and continues her patrol. Cobalt Field, Jagged Stripe, Euro Read. Hello, J-Clan. Nice conversation. Bone Fade. I'll send you out with Mothjoy. Hunting by the two-legged dens. Don't get kidnapped. Thank you. They're interrupted by two legs wandering through the woods a couple times, but it's a successful hunt. That makes me sad. That makes me sad. Okay, Snapdragon, you can get with Whispering Sulk and Bat Nettle. Whispering Sulk needs to settle the dispute. Nods sympathetically, hearing out every side of the argument, and with his help, the patrol feels comfortable enough with their differences. And Goldheart. Trying to find Catmint. It's alright to fail, Goldheart reminds himself. At least he knows where there isn't a Catmint. And that will make the next patrol to find it easier. Hello, welcome to chat. And, time to time skip. Any attempts at peace only seem to make the whole war situation between ViperClan and Hornet Clan worse. Sagittarius had a bad fall and came back sore and bruised. Flipstripe no longer has White Cough. Tough Quill came out worse for wear for a border skirmish with Hornet Clan. Hornet Clan is disrupting the lives of Sparrow Dance. Gullheart has a running nose. There's an infection in Quill Spider's broken bone. Snapdragon Spark has moved on from Alpaca Shard, though he will always love her. Hawthorne Shade is no longer grieving. Got a running nose. Mordream has a permanently weaker leg now. And the war is disrupting the life of Mordream as well. Taking a look at everyone. Promises to take care of the clan with his lives. Mothjoy wants to go hunt. Swampopper saw a kitty pet sitting calmly next to a dog. Gallheart is checking up on the warriors. Alpaca died last year to failing the snake trial. Snapdragon Spark was mates of her still. He finally just moved on. Gorsclair is thinking about his life choices. Basil ate a mouse but out on patrol. Lavender Watcher pads back and forth across the camp. Flipstripe can't find Whispering Silk anywhere. Verbena Claw sharing tongues with Daisy Speckle. Daisy Speckle brought Swampopper an herb to identify. Bonefade is finding Basil annoying. Fallen Newt wonders if she would be better as a mediator instead. You've had that before. Treefang is curious about the other clans. Cobaltfield has relieved Gorsclair sided with him during an argument. Who might you have been arguing with? Well, you like Gallheart. Who might you have been arguing with? There's not too big of dislikes on anyone. So I think whatever it was probably petty. Whispering Silk is relieved Leaf Bear is finally over. Guststream purrs as a cool breeze hits him. Tough Gold's having a nice conversation at the Cat's Garden camp. You're going through it, girl, boy. I misgendered you as well. You are going for it. Hawkflip is wondering what living with two legs must be like. Slateclaw wonders how Pigeon is doing. Spiridance daydreams about being a warrior in Leopard Clan. Rosy Spike had a nightmare involving a two-leg trap. Batnettle flirts with a clanmate and is surprised when he is rebuffed. Do you have a crush on anyone? You like Hawthorne Shade. And Whispering Silk. And Coal Spider. There's so many cats that he could have been flirting with. Birdtooth is regretting not going to sleep earlier. Relatable. Cool Spider saw a kitty pet sitting calmly next to a dog. Wisp Cloud is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Snapdragon Spark is feeling excited. Hawthorne Shade keeps watch over her clanmates at night. Jagged Stripe daydreams about being a warrior in Leopard Clan. Mordream is drinking water from a nearby stream, and you now have a permanently weak leg. Does Moore have any crushes? On Slateclaw. And Snapdragon. I think that was it. Yeah. Yara Reed thinks that Shadow is the best hunter in the clan. Primrose Pelt thought he saw a cat, but it's just a two-leg object that looked like one. Lynx Paul wonders if Primrose Pelt was a good apprentice. Fire is soaking in the new leaf warmth. Torn Dance frets that a fox might break into the Elder's Den. Sedge Dance is passing on stories of old to the next generation. Palefeather can't keep up with Primrose Pelt. Pigeon is wondering how the cats she helped in the past are doing. And let's go check out Snipcloud and the Dark Forest. I have a couple Google Docs, yeah. Wish he could have served ViperClan for longer. And let's see, Grey Egg is feeling hungry. Slipfish wonders what Rosy Speck would think if she saw them now. Butterfly Paw talked her way out of a training session. Yeah, I could send him out with Swampopper when he recovers. Ripplepelt is acting suspiciously. Clear Runner is hissing at anyone that comes near. Okaforn is wondering why StarClan abandoned them. StarClan has not abandoned you. And Gardenia Fluff feels regret for her actions. Hopefully the whole serving the butterfly cult and not turning against the butterfly cult thing is what you're regretting. And, patrol time. So let's send out Whisk Cloud, Guststream, and Daisy Speckle. Hello, Fox. We steal prey. Insignificant amount of fresh kill, but hopefully a permanent lesson for the Fox. Basil can get with True Fang and Whispering Silk. Hello, Moss Clan. Whispering Silk excitedly trots up to the other patrol, greeting them pleasantly. They seem to be on good terms with the other cats on this patrol, and strike up conversation about specific happenings in their clan, asking if so-and-so had kits, or if a certain apprentice has been made a warrior yet. Hawthorn Shade, Lavender Watcher, Lynx Paw. Practicing fighting techniques. Unfortunately, no one steps up to teach. My favorite! More Dream, Yarrow Reed, Flipstripe. Hello, Tunnels. Whoops, it seems a fox was calling this home. Follow Newt can go out with Verbena Claw and Primrose Pelt. Hello, Badger. It's on Hornet territory. I'm gonna roll if we do nothing or antagonize. We are going to do nothing. It's not ViperClan's problem, but she makes a mental note to mention the Badger to her leader later. Bat Nettle, Jagged Stripe, Snapdragon Spark. Oh no. Okay, good. We saved Jagged Stripe. She does not die there. The Grow Up Galaxy Clan PMV is so good. I hear that Hedgepugs is making a semi-sequel. Birdtooth can go out with Sparrow Dance. And Rosie Spike can tag along. Suspicious Paw Prints. Birdtooth follows the paw prints to a trespassing rogue and confronts them. Intimidated by their confidence and the number of cats, the rogue gives in and leaves without a fight. Still girl bossing. Hawk Flip, Slate Claw, and Mothjoy. Practice new fighting techniques. No one steps up to teach! Woo! And then Gullheart can go out with Cobalt. Going to the burial grounds. We get Rosemary, we clean it up. And then Bonefade can go out with Swamp Hopper. Bonefade can't help but notice just how hard the medicine cat is pushing himself. Without a single word, Bonefade drapes his tail over Swamp Hopper's shoulders, letting out a comforting purr as the medicine cat leans against him. That's cute. Sparrow and Bird chasing out everyone. Yeah, basically. And, time skip time. There's no one, like, lost, right? You're not like a clan cat. Because I remember we straight up forgot about Hollow Flight the other time. But, time skip. I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. They're pondering an end to the war. Freckle is no longer grieving. Sedge Dance is no longer sore, but he got heat exhaustion. The war is disrupting the life of Lavender Watcher. Pigeon is no longer grieving, and has moved on from Pom Pom Perrin. Tough Quill got rejected by Hawthorn Shade, and everyone is tiptoeing around him, not wanting to disturb him. Gullheart's running nose has stopped running. Hawthorn Shade's running nose is gone. And let's take a look at everyone. Frecklestar can't sleep because of the bugs in the heat. Mothjoy is napping with Bonefade. That's adorable. Swamp Hopper purrs as a cool breeze hits him. Gullheart is proud of his ability to care for his clanmates. Gorslayer is thinking about his life choices. He is still grieving. We are at war with Hornet Clan, aka the Rogues. Basil is sitting in the shade, trying to hide from the heat. Lavender Watcher had a nice chat with Loner outside clan territory. Flipstripe enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Verbena Claus finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. Daisy Speckle winked playfully at a clanmate from across the clearing. Yeah, I coded them in. You've never encountered a snake in your clan, but now, conveniently, a cat just got bitten by one and survived. Yeah, I might have summoned that. Blame ViperClan. Bone Fade is spending time with Sedge Dance. Fallen Newt whispers the names of cats who have wronged her before she sleeps. Fallen Newt, girly, stop that. You don't like Primrose Pelt, you don't like Fire. Fire is your donor. your donor parent. I kind of want to send you out with Yarrow Reed since there's a crush there. You don't like Bat Nettle. You don't like Small Popper. Maxar's leader ceremony, sadly, in-game is not, correct because it was the starting leader I made. So it's only, one cat and then got the rest of their lives magically. Treefang is wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like. Cobalt Field recently avoided a monster on the Thunderpath by the skin of his teeth. Please be careful. Whispering Silk is feeling quite lazy. Gustream is watching cats come and go from camp. Tough Quill complains about being sent on dust patrol. Hawkflip daydreams about being a warrior in Lion Clan. Slateclaw is waiting to watch the sunset. Sparrow Dance is telling Sedge Dance a story. Rosie Spike saw a pair of two legs near camp. Bat Nettle is helping to reinforce the nursery walls. Birdtooth makes note of Link's Paw's journey as an apprentice. Quill Spider doesn't want to go on dawn patrol, but you still have a broken bone. Whisk Cloud wonders if she would be better as a mediator instead. I wish that wouldn't roll as often for everyone with a mediator status. Because I know it's just rolling because they have that skill. Snapdragon Spark wonders if he would be better as a mediator instead. See, it's just rolling because they have the skill, and it annoys me how often it rolls. Hawthorn Shade is determined to protect her loved ones, now more so than ever. Jagged Stripe is finding the buzzing of the cicadas annoying. Mordream can't wait to take a nap later. Yara Reed is asking Daisy Speckle an important question. Primrose Pelt is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. We're at war with Hornet Clan. Frecklestar lost a life to a badger. Berry Chase died. That might be it of important stuff so far. One of the Dark Forest members got into StarClan. I forget which one. Wingspot asks Slateclaw for advice on passing an assessment. Fire is happy she can pass on her knowledge in a new way. Barry died of yellow cough immediately upon time skipping. It is not satisfying at all, but alas. Sedge Dance is cracking jokes. Pale Feather is feeling rather cross. Pigeon can't get anything done with the heat. So, I want to send out Yarrow and Fallen. Yarrow and Fallen. Hello. Are you gonna eat prey? Resist the temptation, going on to make a couple of great catches to make sure the elders are fed. Good job. Let's send out a couple this time. Small dog. All Bonefade's attempts to drive the small dog only send into greater fits of excitement, and they have to wait in a safe spot for it to calm down. Frecklestar has 5 lives now. Let's send out maybe Cobalt and Mordream. Please don't die. Cobalt comes running at his yowls and Mordream is soon freed, shaken but unharmed. Thank you. They settle down and comfort each other. Let us send out... Let's see... Maybe a goal whispering? Whispering goal? Look, getting moss. Mouse dung! The two cats arrive at the best moss gathering spot. They find that some animal has dug up most of the moss. We can send out Lavender Flip, along with Link's Paw. Suspicious paw prints. Soon realize that the paw prints are a smell of ViperClan. Pretty sure this is her mentor's scent. She'll have an assessment soon. I could send out Freckle a tree, because Fallen already went out. Hello, squirrel. Tree catches it. Sparrow and bird. Guys, why do you keep hunting by the two-leg dens? Interrupted by two legs wandering through the woods a couple times, but it's a successful hunt. And I think the rest I'm just going to do random. Slate Claw, Basil, and Whisk Cloud. Hello, hunting. Sometimes hunts just go bad. Bat Nettle, Daisy Speckle, and Verbena Claw. Quill Spider and Rosie Spike have a very high chance of getting together just based on AU runs, so I think we're probably gonna get Rosie Quill. Also, please don't eat don't eat the death berries. Unsure, but remembering nursery tales of red death berries, Daisy Speckle avoids them. Thank you. We could do a solo. Hawk Flip. Badger Den. Carefully snips around the mouth of the burrow, but the scent change is unmistakable. A new badger occupant has moved in. Creeping forward, belly flat in the dirt, he manages just enough of a glimpse to confirm the badger's presence. Heart pounding, he sprints back to camp to warn everyone. And then Hawthorne Shade can go with Gust Dream. Fat Rabbit on the other side of the J-Clan border. Hawthorne Shade pounces it and gets it without being caught. Primrose Pelt can go with Jagged Stripe. Hello, Fox. So Fox gives up on the kill with a snarl, but a coyote yip in the distance sends both the smaller predator species running. The cat's puffed up and unsettled. That's not good. And then Rosie and Snapdragon. We don't take kitty pets in ViperClan. And Swamp Hopper. Hello, Tansy. Can't find any Tansy. Saving. Yeah, don't really run into coyotes. And, time skip. We tire of the war, wishing for it to end. We don't have enough healthy medicine cats, Oh, Swamp Hopper and Gore's broke up. Swamp Hopper has gotten heat exhaustion. We're getting ads in about 1 minute. Gorsker will always feel his grief, but time has softened it. Sedgejanus has recovered from heat exhaustion. Mopjoy is doing his best as deputy to prepare for leadership in case the worst happens. Bonefade has heat exhaustion. Toughquill's cat bite has healed. Hawk Flip is affected by the war. Quill Spider's wound is no longer evaded. Hawthorne Shade has heat exhaustion. Mordream's leg is feeling inflamed and painful, and Primrose Pelt has gotten a stomach ache. Riley, the coyote. Swamp Hopper and Goresclare got together on, like, Moon 1. Freckle is daydreaming. Mothjoy saw a two-leg petting a loner. Swamp Hopper is feeling motivated. Also, I think you guys are getting ads. Heat exhaustion. Gullheart is telling Palefeather a story. Goresclare is looking for a pair to sabotage out of boredom. I don't know who to sabotage, though. Who would be sabotaging? Like, all the main oofs are kind of dead. Old people drama. Let's see if any of them, like, dislike each other. There's a crush there. There was also a crush there. Old people like each other. We could, we could sabotage this. Let's see. There's dislike here. I could sabotage this. There we go. Old people drama. Let me see their actual, like, things. Also, Gorskler is kind of a hater. Like, has some pretty high dislikes that I have no other mediator to, fix. So, there's that. Wow, there's, like, barely any romantic like. Gorskler had a bad day and lashed out at Swamphopper. Feels bad that he caused a problem for Swamphopper. Swamphopper gives Gorskler a big piece of fresh kill. Gorskler talks to Swamphopper about some clan drama. Gorskler gets a little injured and Swamphopper is the first to help. Gorskler and Swamphopper had to fix something around camp and argued about how to fix it and ended up being fixed by some other cat in the end. Swamphopper says he hopes Gorskler has a nice day. Goes out of his way to help Swamphopper without being asked. Here's a nice story about Gorskler. Yeah, I think they're just not compatible, guys. I think that might have been a little toxic if they stayed together. Basil daydreams about being a warrior in Tiger Clan. Lavender Watcher is dutifully standing guard outside camp. Flipstripe wants to critique Fallen Knights' fighting techniques. Verbatim Claw wants to compliment Slate Claw's fighting techniques. Daisy Speckle had a nice chat with Loner. Bonefade is in the medicine cat den. Fallen Newt is debating swimming to cool down. Tree Fang tries to set a good example for younger cats. Now, if I remember correctly, yeah, Tree Fang kind of likes Swamphopper, and I was more shipping Swamp and Tree. So now if Swamp gets together with Tree, that's gonna be a little awkward. Cobalt Field is finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. Whispering Silk is sharing tongues of Fallen Newt. Gush Dream can't keep up with Gorskler. Tough Quill enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Hawkflip drinking water from a nearby stream. Slate Claw can't keep up with fire. Zero Dance is wondering how different life would be if she stayed with her old clan. Technically, you would be dead because you would have drowned. Rosie Spike is watching the breeze blow around camp. Batnettle is debating on which prey to take from the fresh kill pile. Birdtooth had a nice chat with Loner. I wonder if that's Alaska, Sparrow Dance's, grandpa. Cool Spider wants to compliment Basil's fighting techniques. You still have your broken bone. I think the only thing Sparrow and Bird have been doing has been going on dates. I think throughout, like, the entire year, the only thing I've done is send out Sparrow and Bird together. Whiskclad is telling Palefeather a story. Snapdragon Spark is asking Slateclaw an important question. Hawthorn Shade can't keep up with Bonefade. Jagged Stripe is debating swimming to cool down. Sparrow and Bird dates are what fuel chat. They are just so in love. Whoop dates. Mordrin can't sleep because of the bugs and the heat. Yara Reed is curious about the other clans. Promospelt is drinking water from a stream. Wingspell wants to get to know Swamphopper better. Fire is stretching out. Lovebirds need to go on all the dates. Would Sparrow go back to Galaxy Clan or stay with ViperClan? Not sure. Can't sleep. Sitting in the shade. Prefers the company of the wind and the birds. And let's go check out. Wants to meet with a medicine cat. Gray Egg. Whimpering pathetically. Gray Egg is making me sad. Slipfish ends up trying to eat bark. You easily avoided encountering a shadowy cat. You are also crying. You picked up fear scent. You're avoiding a shadowy cat, and you are acting suspiciously. Sparrow's making up for all the missing alpaca dates we could have gotten. True. And, patrol time. Someone said solo freckle for the drama. Hello, Galaxy Clan. We find a Galaxy Clan apprentice wandering nearby, hopelessly lost. Interesting. I think that could have been a Stone Wilbur, kitten. Not Stone. Pumpkin Wilbur? Snapdragon Spark, Hawk Flip. I'm realizing I didn't actually read that. Was that a nice or a sad one? Like, was that a nice one, or did he make the apprentice cry? I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. I'm messing up my words. Hello, Ghost Stories. Despite the tense mood, we are successful. He chuckled and guided the apprentice home. Okay, good. More Dream. Flip Stripe. And Jagged Stripe. I'll send out more and his dad next moon. Hello, Red Fox. Hello, Battle. Jagged Stripe darts low to the ground, gets under the snout, and sneaks his teeth into the fox's throat. Dang, okay. Rosy Spike, Mothjoy. Chance to practice fighting techniques. Nice practice session. I'm gonna do a solo with someone. Hello, Cobalt. Oh! Okay, then. Okay, then. Guess I'm gonna have to figure out who that is. Ready to join ViperClan, to join Cobalt Field, and damn anyone who gossips the dark. ViperClan is stealing all of our cats. Now I gotta make sure this one survives the trial. Hello, where are you? You are, okay, it's a good thing we're editing you to be someone else, because you are bloodthirsty. But okay, let's go see if you, fail your trial. We could be dooming another Galaxy Clan cat, guys. They survived, they got their tongue split. That means they are now a member of ViperClan. This is a Galaxy Clan cat, which means, you know what that means? You know what that means? Return of Galaxy Cat. Let me check Cobalt's age. Cobalt is 52 moons old, so pretty much in the middle. I could see a couple Galaxy Clan cats being this mate. Though I will mention that Cobalt is... Oh, no, never mind. I thought he was related specifically through the snip line, but he's not. Here's hoping Galaxy Cat actually lives the years that I don't doom another Galaxy Clan cat. Tough Quill can go with Fallen Newt and Basil. 2-on-1 fighting. As soon as they attack, Fallen Newt turns tail and sprints off. When Basil calls her back confused, she explains that's what she'd do if they were outnumbered in a real fight, and Basil sighs. Sneeze, Sushi, Leopard, Bumble, Scale, Pumpkin, Minnow. Interesting. Can't be Fawn Star. Noted. I think of that list, I'd probably be the most interested in Leopard. But we'll see. I'll have to check statuses and stuff. See if anything lined up. But I think it would be cute if Leopard had a half-clan relationship when her sister went to Moss Clan. Whispering Silk can go out with Tree Fang and Birdtooth. They're not going on a date this time, guys. Debate's turning home. Power for the weather, and the patrol eventually has a successful, if exhausting, hunt. Lynx Paw, Lavender Watcher. Yeah, Minnow's busy being a good uncle. Sneeze is grieving and also has a crush on Scaleheart. Bumble, I kind of just don't see doing this. Sushi is also happy with Rowan Caw. Right now, Pumpkin would have children. Yeah, so I think Leopard is honestly the most in character. Two kids from Moss Clan. Lavender Watcher couldn't be able to forgive himself if anything happened. He orders them to go, except for Whisk Cloud, and return to camp. And him and Whisk Cloud go bring the kits back to Moss Clan. Cliff is also in the age. I could see Cliff Creek too. Cliff or Leopard. I'm gonna have to look at statuses to see which one fits the best. Sparrow Dance, Gust Dream, Slate Claw. Oh, please be okay. Okay, this, Sparrow Dance, that wasn't very nice of you. Told him harshly that the troll doesn't have time for some mouse brain who got stuck. Oh boy. Sneeze Scale, Cobalt Poly, possible, but a little hard to do when one would still be stuck in Galaxy Clan, you know? Daisy Speckle, Bat Nettle, Primrose Pelt. Eat the prey. After all, the patrol has caught enough on this hunt that he'll have trouble carrying y'all back to camp. Sil Valley isn't actually in the Cuttlebug line. He was married into it, and so all his kits of Snip Cloud are in the Cuttlebug line, but specifically, Cobalt isn't. Because Cobalt is the son of Silvally and Rook Whisker, I think was the name. Cobalt is from the second relationship that Silvally was in. And your read can go Goldheart. Goldheart is on a mission to find Lungwort. Night falls, but still Euroreed keeps going. She just can't let ViperClan go without. Exhausted but determined, the medicine cats persist until she finds the precious speckled leaves. We got Lungwort. Cobalt isn't related to Snip Cloud. And, time skip time. I see Burfs and Duffs. Please be Burfs. ViperClan's cats can't stop themselves from instinctively unsheathing their claws. Swamphopper recovered from heat exhaustion. Goldheart presses the damp moss onto Bonefade's forehead as he lies completely drained and panting. This is more than heat exhaustion. That's not good. Bonefade is heat stroke. The war is affecting Whispering Silk. Tough Quill died. Tough Quill fell into a pit trap set by ViperClan warriors. I'm gonna have to roll on that. Tough Quill got so bullied. This is so rude. Give me a second to pull up a better flip for this. So because Snip Cloud is basically winning so good right now against ViperClan, it's gonna be a 1 in 4 roll, and if they get 1, then they go to the Dark Forest. Okay. You are staying in Star Clan. A brutal battle leaves Hawkflip injured. Quill Spider's broken bone is healed. Oh! So Stoneshell is in ViperClan now. Well then. Well, I'm gonna have to edit you into Stoneshell. That's not very good plot considering you have kids, but okay. She's gonna have to do a trial. I think I'm gonna have her do a trial, and if she fails, that just means ViperClan turned her away instead of just straight up killing her. Didn't die, okay. Stoneshell's in ViperClan now. I could edit in her kids later. Let me roll if she brought her kids. I'm not gonna be able to edit them in right away, but, okay. She did indeed bring her kids. She defected. So, her kids are in ViperClan now, and so is Stoneshell. So, yeah, she is specifically the deputy, that is what it says. So, I'm gonna have to edit in Whisper and Shatter, who I will reveal are alive at the end of the year. But, there's that. Oh, Yarrow Reed and Gustream got together. They announced becoming mates. Primrose Pelt's stomach ache has left. I'm surprised Viper has accepted her, I'm gonna be honest. The war is affecting Primrose Pelt, and then fell into a hidden burrow and got buried alive. Okay, then. Time to find out where you go. If you get a 4, you're going to the Dark Forest. Well then. I'm sorry. Snipcloud failed a roll. Stoneshell, I will reveal, was not mates with Basil. I am sad. I might have said 1, but I said 4 this time. It's fine. Basil is injured. The Galaxy Clan cat is injured. You know, this does have a, if this is Cliff Creek who joined, this does also bring a reason of why Stoneshell might have wanted to join. Gustream doesn't bother showing up to Primrose Pelt's vigil. Wow, okay. Treefang blinks back tears. She'll never share a joke or companionable silence with Primrose Pelt ever again. Tough Quill and Primrose Pelt have taken their place in StarClan. We're gonna save. And, that was a moon. She also could be a spy, but you know. Frecklestar is dreaming of one day discovering something new and exciting. I will say Stoneshell joining with her kits does not actually save anyone from death on Hornet Clan side. All 3 of those cats were still alive. I do have to find out who's the deputy now in Hornet Clan, though. Mothjoy helping around camp. Swamp Hopper is feeling perplexed. Gullheart enjoys the morph of Greenleaf. If Stoneshell murders someone by the end of the year, I swear, oof. Gorsclear is eavesdropping on Tough Quill. Tough Quill is dead. I kind of want to ship I want to ship this. Because, like, hi. Thank you. Basil doesn't regret her choice to leave her old clan. You have a claw wound. Lavender Watcher prays that Primrose Pelt is safe in Star Clan. Flipstripe is finding Cobalt Field annoying. Verbena Claw cowers in her nest during a particularly rough storm. Daisy Speckle got caught in a sudden downpour and is not happy about it. Galaxy Cat, who, even though they're female in game, I am kind of leaning towards, is probably going to be Cliff Creek just because Stoneshell immediately joined when they got injured. I am kind of leaning towards this being Cliff Creek now. Sunshell is looking around the Camp of Wonder. It is kind of funny that they are the opposite gender they are supposed to be. If that is Cliff Creek. Bonefade is thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. You have Heat Stroke. Also, Cliff, probably Cliff has a claw wound. It could still be Leopard, but I am kind of leaning towards Cliff now. If that is Cliff, he would probably be a mediator for Viper because, Cliff honestly is not that good at fighting. He never really wanted to, or, like, doing any training-wise in general. He usually loses on, like, the statuses that are, like, so-and-so cat had a race with Cliff Creek. Fallen Newt had a nightmare. Tree Fang is worried Verbena Claw is overworking herself. Cobalt Field is having a nice conversation at the Cat's Garden camp. Whispering Silk insists that Tough Quill isn't gone. That is sad. Gus Dream slips out of camp to visit Tough Quill's grave. Hawkflip takes pride in how well run his patrols always are. If this is Cliff Creek is probably just going to stay a mediator. Cliff Creek kind of doesn't seem to want to do any warrior stuff. Slate Claw is finding Galaxy Cat annoying. Sparrow Dance saw her littermate at the border today. You do not have an alive littermate. Are you seeing the ghost of Robin? Because that is sad. Rosie Spike is having a nice conversation at the Cat's Garden camp. Batnettle saw a kitty pet rolling around a two-legged garden. Birdtooth wishes she was still in her nest sleeping. Quill Spider can't get anything done with this heat. Whiskcloud wants to critique Hawthorne Shade's fighting techniques. Snapdragon Spark is staring off into space. Hawthorne Shade is finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. Whoops. Jagged Stripe wants to critique Whispering Silk. Moordream is playing with some fresh kill he just caught. Yara Reed saw a two-legged kit playing with a dog. Lynx Paw tries to do too much at once and defeatedly asks Flipstripe for help. Fire saw a kitty pet sitting calmly next to a dog. Torn Dance is debating swimming. Sedge Dance is running after a colorful beetle. That's kind of cute. Tailfeather is humming a tune near a two-leg place. Pigeon saw some wandering two legs today. And, this time, hello, wants to send a message to Fallen Newt. What do you want to tell the grandbaby? You're talking to Mothjoy. You're wondering if there's someone you could trust. You are tricked a shadowy cat into doing her bidding. Okay, then. You are practicing battle moves. You are curled up in a ball crying. Lots of crying. Missing a warm nest and yearns to feel the sun. Freckle Star can go out with her children. Child. Is Tree hurt right now? Tree is grieving, okay. So you can go out with Fallen. Don't do this to me. No. Hello, a bunch of rogues. We descend into battle without a second thought, eventually driving the rogues away. Hello, Mark, Otter, and Mite. What moon is this? So, the rogues do have an otter paw. An otter paw right now. This is literally otter paw's first day out. And I will mention that not the first day out, actually, but otter paw does exist. And so there's that, at least. I don't know who Mark and Mite are, but we can check it out. I'm probably gonna edit Otter to be Otter Paw, but, you know, let's see. Oh my god, Mark is a baby! Mark is an absolute baby! A literal baby! Hi, Zuba. This is Mite. Why do you once again look like you could be related to Kale's family? Oh, hi, Mark. And, let's see. Hello, Otter. So yeah, we do have an Otter Paw in the rogue group. So there's that. Whiff's Cloud, Slate Claw, and Jagged Stripe could go out. Practice 2-on-1 fighting. Slate Claw and Jagged Stripe team up against Whiff's Cloud and thrash her easily. While Slate Claw and Jagged Stripe congratulate each other, Whiff's Cloud silently stews over this unfair, unbalanced training exercise. Her clanmates didn't notice her bad move, which only makes her more irritable. Baby Markiplier. Mite going out with 2 babies to beat up the ViperClan leader and his daughter. I kind of do want to make Mite related to Kale just because Kale's line is kind of dead. But we'll see. Yara Reed, let's send you out with your new mate. Hello. Practice new fighting techniques. Yara Reed takes Guststream down with a fantastic pounce, and Guststream hits the ground with an audible gasp, shocked and impressed. Hello everyone, Markiplier here, and welcome back to Attacking ViperClan. I do have a cat I didn't edit into a rogue yet in Hornet Clan that I could just make Mark. Because I have a couple rogues in Hornet Clan that I plan to edit into existing rogues that I just haven't gotten around to yet. Snapdragon Spark, Quill Spider, and Whispering Silk. Oh, we're spying. Hello. Well, we're not spying, but we spy a rabbit. Quill Spider pounces and steals a rabbit. Birdtooth, we can go back to having a date because last time you guys didn't have a date, Spirit Dance was kind of rude. Please don't get caught. Okay, thank you. A friendly two-leg makes a pss, pss noise and pours kitty pet food in the ground for Birdtooth. She fetches Spirit Dance and both cats investigate the food, loudly proclaiming how much better Fresh Kill is, but both are a little thrilled by the experience. That's kind of cute. Bat Nettle, Verbena Claw, Flip Stripe. A little two-leg nests on the prairie while hunting, next to it a strange tower. Successful hunt, avoiding any two legs. Sparrow needs her babysitter / mate bird so she behaves. Adds in about a minute. Mothjoy can go out with Mordream and Lynx Paw. No, wait, I wanted to send out more of his dad, so Lynx Paw and Lavender Watcher. Animal tracks. While Mothjoy has the skill to use tracks to the full potential in his own hunts, he completely fails to communicate how everyone else might be able to do that. He might be an impressive tracker, but Mothjoy needs to work on his communication skills. A little rude when he's deaf and uses sign language. But, it's probably for, Lynx Paw needs to learn sign language still. But yeah, this is a family patrol. Speaking of family patrols. The medicine cat den is getting old. Mouse dung. When the two cats arrive at the best moss gathering spot, they find that some animal dug up most of the moss. There are ads right now, so I'm going to hydrate before I dehydrate. Daisy can go out with Cobalt and Rosie. catch a bird. And then Swamp Hopper can go out. Mulin. We get a bunch of Mulin. Thank you. There's a couple deaf cats right now, so I think they do know sign language. It's just a case of, do they know it yet? You know? Like, have people been paying attention to their sign language lessons, essentially? Because, River in Galaxy Clan is deaf, Mothjoy is deaf, and, Hornet Clan has a deaf cat, too. And let us time skip. Okay, I see births and deaths. Not enough healthy medicine cats. Empathy blooms between the ViperClan and Hornet Clan leaders, kindling hope for reconciliation beyond the battlefield. Interesting. Disrupting the daily lives of Verbanaclaw. Bonefade is feeling better. He recovered from heat stroke. Thank you. You just became mates. Gustream and Euroreed found a litter of 4 kits and decided to adopt them. Rosie Spike and Quill Spider have become mates. Hoffer and Shade managed to recover from her heat exhaustion. Mordream has recovered from joint pain. Link's Paw was so busy helping another cat that she was nearly late for her own warrior ceremony. She rushes to sit down, making it just in time. Farquarstar gazes proudly down at her as she names her Link's course after her grace. I want to see the babies. I know you have to do your trial, but I want to see the babies. Okay, we might want to rename Crocus Kit. Considering, Crocus in Hornet Clan. But, here's baby Crocus Kit. Storm Kit. A little boy. A little girl Sage Kit. And Fire Kit, a little girl. We do have fire in clan, but fire is kind of ancient, so it's fine. My Crocus better. Do we want to keep Crocus or rename Crocus? I think if we're gonna rename Crocus, I kind of want to wait until he's 1 moon old to actually do it. So I'm gonna wait until next moon to rename him. Fire uses she, her now. We will rename the baby, next moon. Farquarstar cleans the clearing of fallen leaves. Mothjoy saw a two-leg kit playing with a dog. Swamp Hopper is eavesdropping on Batnettle. Gullheart is glad it's not so hot out anymore. Gorsker is talking far too loud to the annoyance of every cat in camp. Why are you the first one that randomized? Quill Spider, you already got a mate. Pigeon. Ironically, I kind of want to see if I can ship these two. This is very ironic when they broke up. But, Gorsker is kind of the only mediator, so. Basil is wondering how different life would be if she stayed with her old clan. Lavender Watcher is cloud watching. Flipstripe wonders what Fallen Nude is up to. Verbanaclaw cowers in her nest during a particularly rough storm. I think you're mistaking who's actually the parents of this. The parents of the babies are Gustream, who is a Bleakbud child, and Euroreed. Euroreed, who is a child of Flipstripe and Lavender Watcher. They aren't related to Gullheart or anything. Flipstripe wonders what Fallen Nude is up to. Verbanaclaw cowers in her nest. Having a nice conversation with the cats guarding camp. Galaxy Cat helps around camp in between her duties. Stoneshell worries about the lack of prey. Bonefade pretends to be busy. Fallen Fachisai Cat turns out it's just a two-leg object. Treefang had a nice chat with Loner. Cobalt Field took a nap in a high tree branch. That's a little dangerous. Whispering Silk tries to set a good example. Gust Dream is wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like. Hawk Flip is glad it's not so hot out anymore. Slate calls out a two-legged kit playing with a kitty pet. Sparrow Dance is missing her parents. That is sad. That is so sad. Rosie Spike catches extra prey for Leaf Bear. Bat Nettle leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Birdtooth wonders what living with two legs must be like. Quill Spider brought Swamp Hopper a berry to identify. Whisk Cloud wants to compliment Stone Shell's fighting techniques. I'm seeing a lot of names, but keep in mind I'm not doing the poll until next moon, guys. Hawthorn Shade missed a catch and is still sulking. Jagged Stripe has more energy than he knows what to do with. More Dream splashes in a puddle. Yura Reed wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like. Link's Gorse doesn't get enough sleep. Also, you have your adult Stripe. You're very pretty. In an AU run, she actually got black cicada wings. They looked really cool. You are compassionate, a skilled mediator, and a fast runner. You have to do your trial. Before I forget. Please survive. She survived. Survived, got her tongue split. Got her full name. Fire got startled by a squirrel. Torn Dance cowers in her nest during a particularly rough storm. Sedge Dance helps the warriors to reinforce camp walls. Pale Feather is on a walk out in the territory. Pigeon is snoring loudly in her sleep. And those are the babies we already saw. So, patrol time. Actually, no, dead cats time. Oh! My heart! Oh my god! Oh my god, that's so cute! Guys! My heart! That's my heart! I'm gonna... That's extra cute because of how Ryeko was so ignored. Okay. Gray Egg, watching the shadows. Slipfish wishes they could destroy the clan that wronged them, probably the cult specifically. He is indeed Rye's dad. Lashing her tail while thinking of those still living. Tired of the constant mud. Snarling at the shadows, Ochreform wants nothing more than to fade away. Gardenia Fluff yowling her woes into the endless darkness. And, the patrol time. Someone said, someone sent... I can talk, guys. I'm good at this. Someone said to send these two out on a date. Let's see. Practice teamwork. Flow together like two streams, meeting, intermingling, without conflict or effort. Together in this, together in life, together always. Adorable. And then we can send out... Let's just send out a bunch of dates, guys. Don't get stolen. Thank you. Date time. Date time. You guys are new parents. Date time. Well, Gustrin decides at least he now knows how much the two of them need to work on their cooperation. That's probably not good when you guys immediately became parents. You can't go on a date. Your date is injured, so let's just do a normal patrol. Hello. StarClan vision, potentially, from Slate Claw. Cobalt Field takes Slate Claw aside, giving him the full benefits of Cobalt Field seniority. Jagged Stripe can go out, not with Birdtooth. Birdtooth needs date. Hawthorn Shade and Whisk Cloud. Hello, Tunnels. Rushes in tunnels with a gleeful meow. His new place to explore and discover. He's brought up short when the tunnel abruptly ends. Ooh, I got a shiny hunt. There's special outbreaks right now in Scarvio that have increased shiny odds, like even more than usual, I think. That's how I got my army of Flabébés I have right now, because I was trying to collect all the colors and 3 of them each for a living dex. But, gotta get the ones that are currently on. I think there's, like, the grass types right now going on. Hello, large dog. Please don't kill anyone. Thank you. Chase out a dog. These two are just constantly, like, girl bossing when they are together. Also, someone said 6 cats, so... Fallen Newt, Snapdragon, Verbena Claw, Lavender Watcher, Freckle Star, and Daisy Speckle. Yeah, I have an army of Flabébé. So you know how Flabébé has differently colored flowers? I was trying to get one, 3 of each flower color because I'm trying to do a living dex of shinies. And also with, like, some forms. And I almost have them all. I think I'm missing, like, 4. But, we're hunting. I love this one. It's so much easier to practice pouncing when there are clanmates to pounce on. Plus, it never fails to descend into a game of hiding, pounce, hide. Ah, ambush, slap, bap, 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 hide, pounce. Oh, I specifically was only hunting Flabébés because there was the special outbreaks at that point in time because the shiny odds were much higher than usual. So I was just killing everything, and if my Pokemon refused to attack it, then I knew it was shiny. Stone Shell can go with Flip Stripe and More Dream. Hello. Caves, don't... Oh. Oh boy, okay, even though Mordream made it out, he swears someone pushed him and blames Stone Shell. Stone Shell, did you actually do that, or is Mordream just blaming you because ex-rogue? But he has a broken back. So, depending on how this goes, Stone Shell might have done that on purpose, or Mordream might just be blaming her. Either way, I think there's drama there. We get Rosemary, we clean up the burial grounds. I will check her relations towards Moore. Also, this could actually kill a medicine cat. Okay, good, we just get oak leaves. Let's see, do you guys have any relations? Mordream was welcoming her. And that was about it. Yeah, Moore could die from this, which I really don't want to happen. And, time skip. I see births and deaths. Not enough healthy medicine cats. Neither ViperClan nor Hornet Clan wishes to lose the war. They seem to be considering peace. Gorskar travels for hunting disputes in J-Clan, but only made them more upset. Bone-Fade and Mothjoy are parents. Let's go. They have 2 babies. Shreefang gazes up in the silver pelt. The grief has lessened. Whispering Silk is a stomach ache. Batnettle has come out as trans. And then Hawford Shade rejected. Insert pronouns I don't know yet. Snapdragon Spark has white cough. Daisy Speckle has a running nose. Sage Kit has kitten cough. That's not good. Hello, what gender are you? You are a trans girl. Congratulations. Congratulations, Batnettle. And let us look at the new babies. There's a hair kit. Okay, there's a brown kit who is not brown. And there is a hair kit. Hair kit looks adorable. I'm gonna cry. Okay, we're gonna rename Crocus Kit now. This is a gorgeous baby, by the way. Look at this baby. So, now I will look at your suggestions properly. let's see. I was seeing this name. I was seeing this name. Actually, I need to check what the suffix is. Be right back. See if it even sounds good with these names. Okay. I can work with that. I'm not doing bucket, guys. We have raccoon in Galaxy Clan. Not food kit. Let's go with, let's see. Let's just go with these. It's fine. And we will check on him in a bit. Also, he's sweet and quick to make peace, guys. Storm Kit wants to guard the nursery. You are bullying and quick to make peace. Kind of an oxymoron there. Sage Kit is charming and quick to make peace. You're all quick to make peace. You're all going to be little mediator skills. You have Kitten Cough, please survive. And you are self-conscious and quick to make peace. We could keep Hair Kit. Pigeon is helping out in the medicine cat den. Pale Feather got lost outside of camp. Sedge Dance can't wait to take a nap. Torn Dance feels too stiff to leave her nest. Fire has been enjoying her old age. Lynx Gorse is drinking water from a nearby stream. Yara Reed can't find Stone Shell anywhere. Hair hurts, but also there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to name the baby Hair. We could rename Brown Kit next moon if he doesn't look that brown. I don't think Brown Kit is gonna look brown, but you know. Yara Reed can't find Stone Shell anywhere. That's a little suspicious. Mordream is hoping he finds an opportunity to slip back into his nest. Jagged Stripe is not looking forward to sparse hunting. Halfron Shade is talking to herself. Snapdragon Spark leaps into fallen leaves. Whiskcloud is glad it's not so hot out. Quill Spider is glad it's not so hot out. Birdtooth is helping to escort the medicine cat to gather herbs. Fat Nettle is glad it's not so hot out. Rosy Spike saw a kitty pet. Sparrow Dance is wondering what Freckle Star is thinking. Slate Claw wants to critique Jagged Stripe's fighting techniques. Hawkflip wants to get to know Snapdragon Spark. Guststream had a nightmare involving a two-leg trap. Whispering Silk got an injured clammate a piece of fresh kill. Cobalt Field saw a two-leg petting a loner. Treefang leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Fallen Newt thinks about a strange object. Bonefade saw a kitty pet rolling around a two-leg garden. Sunshell is having a nice conversation with the cats guarding camp. She's not, she's not even anywhere, that would be hard to find. Galaxy Cat, do not do that. Don't let your wound go untreated in hopes it gives you a scar. Daisy Speckled can't wait to take a nap. Verbena Cloud cowers in her nest during a particularly rough storm. Flipstripe is glad it's not so hot out anymore. Lavender Watcher helps reinforce the walls of the Elder's Den. Basil saw her litter mate at the border today. Gorsglare wants to get to know Galaxy Cat better. Interesting. Gullheart is proud of his ability to care for his claymates. Swampopper steals Catmint from Thule Garden. Mothjoy is asking Batnettle an important question. I wonder if Mothjoy helped crack her egg. And Frecklestar saw a two-leg kit play for Kitty Pet, and looks like Tarantula Kit won. So let me end that. And let me go rename the baby Tarantula. I will say none of them, worked fantastically with the suffix, but it's fine. And then Does Galaxy Cat, like, have any relations beyond the mate? You dislike Euroreed. Also dislikes Tarantula Kit. Let's, since you're specifically talking to Galaxy Cat, let's do you and Euroreed and get rid of that dislike you just got. Well, that didn't go away, but that works as well. One second. Realizing I didn't mute. I'm just responding to a Discord message. We are going to moon free 48. I need to look at the dead cats real quick. Exploring StarClan. Thought they heard the voice of a loved one. I'm gonna count that as a roll to see if you're going to StarClan. 1 second. Heads, you go to StarClan. And if you go to StarClan, I'll probably send Ripple Pelt with you. You do not go to StarClan. Feels the days start to blur. Tricked a shadowy cat into doing her bidding. Can feel themselves forgetting about their life. That's not good. Wishes to be alone. Begging a shadowy cat for mercy. That's concerning. You were also begging a shadowy cat. Okay, I'm gonna do a roll to see if Okerford and Gardenia Fluff just straight up got killed right here. Tails, they're dead. So Okerford and Gardenia Fluff just got killed, guys. I'm gonna edit them into the unknown residents to make it easier to say they're dead. But someone just killed them, and I'm gonna go look at the cats in the Dark Forest. Oh, you want to go to StarClan. Wonder how ViperClan is doing. Feel himself forgetting about his life. That is really quick to be happening. I'm not seeing anyone particularly that seems... Maybe Moral Branch helped? Don't whisper in the ear of Daisy Speckle. You tried crossing the border into StarClan to no avail. And you feel regret. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, Gardenia and Ochre kind of did just straight up ignore Butterfly getting attacked, and then they snuck out with a bunch of cats. Anyway, patrol time, guys. Cujo is barking. Give me a second. I return. I am slightly out of breath from the stairs. She shouldn't be barking now. She got back into her dog bed. And, patrol time. Flip, you can go out with Lavender. I miss Gardenia and Ochre Tails. I miss them a lot. I'll be back. Flipshark takes charge and coordinates exercises for the duo. They practice how to bring down prey together. Their confidence in each other growing. Let's send out, because I couldn't send all 3 of them out last time, let me do this. We once again catch a squirrel. Even though a bird alerted it. Gust Stream. Got Lynx Gorse and Whisk Cloud. We can do some solos. Okay, let's do free solo patrols. It's gonna be Sparrow. Spends the entire day carefully working away free and gets nothing else done, but at least she's unharmed. Okay, guys, you did not kill Sparrow Dance. Bat Metal. Wants to spend some time to herself after coming out. Pads confidently through ViperClan territory. There's a particular piece in exploring her beloved home. Ears pricked up. Curiously, whenever she spots how the seasons and weather have reshaped it since she last passed this way. Just frolicking, yeah. And it's gonna be Stone Shell. Hello, tunnels. Pauses before entering the tunnels. After careful inspection of the entrance, Stone Shell concludes a Wolverine has claimed this as its home. Bone Fade. Let's send you out with Mothjoy. You guys just had babies. Mothjoy follows the popper into a trespassing rogue and confronts them for puffed up and scowling. Demand the rogue leave ViperClan territory. And then Daisy Speckle can go with Slate Claw and Birdtooth. 2 kids from Hornet Clan. So you guys are gonna get some information. I think the only 2 kittens that exist in Hornet Clan at this point in time, well, at least the ones I think that these are ready for some information? Turbo and Nookali have 2 babies right now. I don't want to antagonize because that means we kill them. I'm gonna roll on proceed or do not proceed. There is no chance to just straight up steal them. If I antagonize, we're just gonna kill the babies. So I'm gonna roll on if we proceed or do not proceed. We are gonna proceed. As Daisy Speckle goes to step over the border with Slate Claw to retrieve the kits and bring them to their clan, they stop as they hear a Hornet Clan patrol shouting for the kits. Daisy Speckle is relieved to know they will be safe with their own clan and resumes the patrol. Doesn't realize the Hornet Clan cats saw them cross the border and now look upon their departing backs of fury. So, yeah, Turbo Nookali is a thing. We are still hostile towards the rogues, but these are babies. Cobalt Field, Whispering Silk, and Hawthorn Shade. Last Rays of Sunset. Whispering Silk got a sprain. Also ads that are about to go on. Rosy Spike, you can go with Quill. Stop hunting by 2-leg dens. Turbo and Nookali in the rogue group are the cats we're talking about. Verbena Claw can go with Jagged Stripe and Eurorude. Hornet Clan Patrol begins jeering at Verbena Claw. I'm gonna see if we proceed, do not proceed, or antagonize. Give me a second. We are just proceeding. The patrol jeers right back. After trading insults and threats for a few minutes, the 2 patrols part ways, begrudgingly leaving the area. Oh, ads. I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. We're already in a war. Gets dandelions. Good job. Swamp Popper can go. Looking for daisies. Cute. Super war. Yo, ice cream sounds great. I have some cookie dough ice cream upstairs. It is Tillamook. And time skip time. I see births and deaths. Not enough helping medicine cats. The other clan leaders pushed ViperClan and Hornet Clan to make peace at the last gathering. Verbena Claw has white cough. Whispering Silk stomachache has left. Hawkflip has a scar. It's on his tail. A little hard to see. Hoffren Shade rejects Bat Nettle. Again. Birdtooth and Sparrow Dance had babies. I'm going to draw them. Birdtooth and Sparrow Dance have babies. They have free babies. Birdtooth has white cough. And the war is disrupting Yarrow Reed. Basil's wound has healed well. Galaxy Clan Cat's wound has healed, but they do have a scar. Oh, Sage Kit died of kitten cough. I'm not rolling on Sage Kit. Sage Kit can stay inside Star Clan. I expected this. What would your full name have been? Sage Russell. That would be cute. I'm sad. I kind of expected it as soon as I saw kitten cough, not gonna lie. Storm Kid is being comforted by Yarrow Reed after having nightmares about the big bad Hornet Clan cats. Oh, baby. Also, I want to see what your scar is. Ooh, it's a belly one. I want to see all the babies. Show me the babies. Nimble Kit, you are a tortie. You have a little gray or black arm. And then Gander Kit, a little orange girl. And then First Kit. I have no idea who might be the bio mom. It says up to the belly of Birdtooth. But like looks wise. These are really little baby girls. I think Gander is a bird. So I think one of them is named after a bird. But I don't want to rename them all. They're cute. We can see the foster. I have not been looking at any of them. So this is the donor. Gander is a male goose. And then I also did not check who Log was. We will be renaming Brown Kit, by the way. Hello, Log. Leave suggestions for Brown Kit. Here's Hair Kit, by the way. Also, checking out Birdtooth's family. So, Birdtooth looks like this. So I could see where, like... Honestly, I could see where all the colors would be coming from if they are bio birds. But, in their family, Birdtooth has, these ones. And then siblings-wise, all those. We're not naming it Nyoko Kit. Let's see. Let me check the full name. You would be... Okay. That works with a lot of stuff, so let me pick a couple for Brown Kit. I cannot spell. Let's see. Scrolling up a bit. Let's see. Yeah, haircut does look like they're wearing a little white onesie. I love that white spotting. Stop saying bucket kit. I am genuinely not doing a bucket kit ever. At this point, it's just spam. Let's do these. Okay, now back to looking at everyone. Tarantula Kit knocked himself over with a sneeze. Storm Kit sharing tongues with Cobalt Field. Fire Kit finding guest room annoying. Pigeon has the urge to wander again. Pale Feather is proud to be a ViperClan elder. Sedge Dance is out on a walk in the territory. Torn Dance helps to reinforce the nursery. Fire is happy she can pass on her knowledge in a new way. There's so many elders. I think Ink is technically a rollable name in, like, the beach areas because squids and stuff. But don't worry about it. Link's Gorse leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Yara Reed helped bury Sage Kit, leaving her favorite prey at the grave. I am sad. Mordream begrudgingly allows Kits to play with his tail. Jagged Stripe looks forward to the next gathering. Yet in Kitten Mountains. Almost got lost near some tree-leg nests. Not looking forward to the sparse hunting. Wants to compliment Birdtooth's fighting techniques. Envies the deputy position. Birdtooth also has white cough, so if she's the one that carried, this is a kind of hard on her body. Batnettle wants to train. Rosie Spike had a nice chat with a cat from another clan at the border. Sparrow Dance is missing her litter mates. I'm sad. I am so sad. Slayclaw wants to compliment Sparrow Dance's fighting techniques. Hawk flips a yappy little dog. Gustream keeps thinking that Sage Kid is only sleeping. Asks a clanmate on the outskirts of camp if they want to share prey with him. Crushing leaves. Sparrow could be carrying. Treefang is being scolded for her rebellious actions. Sparrow does have, I think Sparrow has living brothers. I could be wrong. Give me a second. Let's see. Batnettle is a trans girl, but Batnettle could technically be a donor. They're all kind of like adopted siblings, so I'm never quite sure. You're a girl. Bonefade already has kids, but Bat could have donated. We'll figure it out later. Where were we? Ignoring gossip about her past in general. Picking burrs from their pelt. Wink playfully at a clanmate from across the clearing. Verbena Claw's glad it's not so hot out. Flipstripe wonders how Hairkit is doing. Lavender Watcher catches extra prey for Leaf Bear. Basil cleans the clearing of fallen leaves. Gorskar is mediating a small disagreement between two clanmates. I don't know who you would be mediating, so I'm just gonna... There's a disagreement here. Let's mediate that. There we go. That actually did a lot of good. Thank you. Gullheart is crushing leaves under his paws. Swamphopper is drinking water from a nearby stream. Mothjoy saw a kitty pet with the fluffiest fur imaginable. Frecklestar doesn't want to go in Dust Patrol, and looks like Ink Kit won. So let me end that and go rename the Not Brown Kit. There we go. And let's go look at the dead. So Snip Cloud is sharing Tongues of Moon Ember. And let's see. Grey Egg is feeling a sharp pang of hunger. Slipfish fleeing for another member of the Dark Forest. Guys, I think they're being hunted. Butterfly Paws talking her way out of training session. Ripple Pelt, tired of the constant mud staining her pelt. Reconsidering some of their choices. And patrol time. And patrol time. I'm gonna do like 2 solos. So Daisy, hello. You can't catch what isn't there, and there is no prey right there. And Tree Fang. Huh. Well then. We're gonna mark the border further into Hornet Clan's land. It could be something to be cautious about. I'm gonna roll if we're gonna proceed, do not proceed, or antagonize. So give me a second. We are going to antagonize. Opportunity or trap. It's possible to succeed if it's either Bull of Tree Fang charges across the border straight onto Hornet Clan territory, straight past the patrol lying in wait to ambush her, hurling herself past the trap, making a long loop to get back to her own border. That'll show those mangy Hornet Clan fox pelts how it's done. Tree Fang, girly. And then Jagged Stripe, Rosy Spike, and Cobalt Field can go out. 2-on-1 fighting. Suggests that he and Jagged Stripe team up against Rosy Spike. Rosy Spike tries to keep her eyes on both her clanmates at once, but Cobalt Field and Jagged Stripe find a rhythm together, and Rosy Spike can't keep up. After the match, Cobalt Field and Jagged Stripe agree they'll have to try some of these moves in a future skirmish. Yeah, Tree Fang is an icon. If Tree Fang randomly dies, we know who got them. Yeah. Fallen Newt can go out. Slate Claw and Basil. We could do Freckle and Stone. Perfect time of day. Huge amount of prey. Let's see. Freckle and Stone. Large dog. We shadowed the dog and we warned camp. Bone Fade and Mothjoy can go out. Stop hunting near Two Legs. They keep making that pss pss noise. Sparrow Dance, Hawk Flip, and Bat Middle. I guess we'll find out if Sparrow is rude. Though then again, Sparrow might have just given birth. But we'll see. Sparrow Dance admits that she thinks she had a vision from StarClan. No one can make sense of the vision. Flip Strike can go out Flavender. Hello, Badger. Sets up a stakeout. Good job. Yeah, her dad was a medicine cat. Quill Spider, Whisk Cloud, Galaxy Cat. Are we gonna steal from Moss Clan? Whisk Cloud pounces with no hesitation. Before glancing up and coming face to face with a Moss Clan cat, Whisk Cloud is promptly chased back over the border. The other cat glares, hissing and spitting until the patrol leaves the area. Good job, Whisk Cloud. Not the pss pss. It's a siren song. Link Scores can go out with... Let's send you out with Goldheart. We're looking for Lungwort. We get Lungwort. Good job. And then Hawthorn Shake can go out with Gust Dream. Scent of a Fox. Small amount of prey is brought back. And then Swamp can go out with Fiero. Burial Grounds, we tidy it up, and we get Rosemary. And we're getting there. We're going up until 348. So we're gonna go into Leaf Bear now. I see births and deaths. Of course Flipstripe is announcing babies. She's always announcing babies. Not enough healthy medicine cats. The other leaders push ViperClan and Hornet Clan to make peace. Whispering Silk's brain is feeling better. Snapdragon recovered from right cough. And Daisy Speckle no longer has a running nose. Yeehaw! Freckle has Tarantula Kit very engaged and a very tall tail. That's cute. Mothjoy wonders what Hawthorne Shade is up to. Swamp Hopper is racing through camp, accidentally knocking into clanmates. Goldheart is having a good day. Gorsglare solves problems by starting them. Who are you instigating with now? Are you being rude with Stone? Is there anyone that particularly dislikes Stone? You dislike Stone. There we go. Basil taunted a dog stuck behind a two-leg fence. Yeah, Freckle might make it for the year. Oh, it could have been Mordream and Stone. Oops. Lavender Watcher wonders if Sedge Dance misses her warrior days. Flipstripe saw a pair of two-legs in her camp. I mean, to be fair, with Flip always having babies, like, look at her record. Like, look how many she's had, and look how many are alive. Raveniclaw got scared by a mouse while hunting. Daisy Speckle pretends to be busy. Galaxy Cat took a nap in the clearing, woke up under snow. Stoneshell recruits Frecklestar into a scheme. Oh! What sort of scheme? Are you helping us against Hornet? Bonefade can't find the baby hair kit anywhere. Uh-oh. Fallen Newt saw some wandering two-legs today. Treefang saw a pair of two-legs in her camp. Cobalt Field tries to set a good example. Whispering Silk wants to go on patrol. Gustream tries to set a good example for younger cats. Hawkflip is wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like. Slateclaw challenges a clanmate to a friendly spar. Spirit Dance is remembering why she left her old clan. Well, yeah, you have babies and a mate now, and you seem happier. Rosie Spike can't stand the cold. Batnettle is hoping she finds an opportunity to slip back into her nest. Hair Kid is a Hairpaw reincarnation. She's going to J-Clan. Yeah, Frecklestar is pretty smart. I think Stone really is helping. Birdtooth is sparring with some clanmates. Quill Spider takes fresh kill. Whiskcloud was saving specifically because she was saving it. Sibling moment. Whiskcloud wants to compliment Hawkflip's fighting techniques. Snapdragon Spark slipped on some ice. Hawthorne Shade had a nice chat with Loner. Jagged Stripe reports something to Frecklestar. Interesting. Mordream doesn't want to share a piece of fresh kill. Please survive. Reed regrets not eating the bird. Link's Gorse gives some plump fresh kill to a clanmate instead. That's very nice of you. Fire is happy she can pass on her knowledge. Torn Dance is enjoying her new role as clan storyteller. Sedge Dance is assisting with camp cleanup. How are you all still alive? Pale Feather's letting the kits play for tail. Pigeon can't keep up the Cobalt Field. See, you joke about Hair Ghost as a name, but honestly, that does look kind of like a ghost kit. Fire Kit craving the taste of bird. Storm Kit trying to force his way into being allowed to guard camp. Tarantula Kit slipped on some ice under the snow. Like, look at this. That's a little baby in a ghost onesie. Ink Kit can't find Nimble Kit anywhere. Furs Kit is feeling motivated. Oh, you have the same Torty patch as a certain other cat in Galaxy Clan. That if you're on the Discord, you know who I'm talking about. Ganderkit. Ganderkit reminds me of Robin. In the medicine cat den. You're unruly. You're also unruly. You're impulsive. Man, this litter. This litter has wild personalities. Careful not to stand under branches with snow on them. Also, Nimblekit looks really cute. You're still serving, Viper. Wishes they could go to StarClan. I'm gonna roll on that. 1 second. Heads, you go to StarClan. Gray Egg, I'm so sorry, girl. You always lose these rolls. Slipfish misses the feeling of a warm nest. Interesting. That's a trap. Stands by the StarClan border hoping a cat will take pity on her. Yearns to feel sun. Watching for their next victim. Are you fighting against the butterfly cult? Freckle, let's send you out with Stone since you guys were planning something. Hello, Moss Clan. Nice conversation with Moss Clan. Are we getting Moss Clan in on the potential plans we have going on? Cobalt Field can go out on a date. Are we gonna steal from J-Clan? Cobalt Field steals from J-Clan, okay. Hawthorn Shade, Daisy Speckle, and Lynx Gorse. Borderlines, Galaxy Clan scent. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Follows the scent to a Galaxy Clan cat taking refuge up in a tree. The cat yowls a warning, but they aren't quick enough, and a large dog suddenly descends upon the patrol. Hawthorn Shade is killed. Okay, I'm gonna take note of that, because we accidentally got someone killed. This is Moon 345. Okay. That's something to keep an eye on. Hey, Hawthorn, we got a roll on you. So, rolling 1 for 4. If they get a 4, she's going to the Dark Forest. 1 second. She stays in StarClan. Thank you, Snipcloud. That's sad. That's really sad. Let's do 1 solo. Hello, Batnettle. We're seeing a mouse. You catch it. Or it got away, I'm not really sure. I was a little distracted. I'm gonna do a 6 cat patrol now. Snapdragon Spark, Lavender Watcher, Basil, Fallen Newt, Whiskcloud, and Whispering Silk. Large Rat. Rat is huge and quick, but Whispering Silk is quicker, bringing it down just before it scurries out of reach. Everyone gathers around him, and congratulations on the skillful kill. And then let's do 5 cats. So, Mothjoy, Treefang, Jagged Stripe, Gust Stream, and Hawkflip. Badger Den on Hornet territory. I'm gonna see if we do not proceed or antagonize. We are just going to not proceed. It's not ViperClan's problem, but he makes a mental note to mention the badgers are the leader. And then 4 cats. Slate Claw, Quill Spider, Sparrow Dance, Bone Fade, Quill Spider, Okay, her clanmates come running at her yowls, and Quill Spider is soon freed. Thank you. Let's send out you with Goal. Getting moss. We got a bunch of moss. And let's send out you with Swamp. Rosie Spike tells Swamp Hopper about the dream she had last night. Promises Rosie Spike that he'll make sure to look deeper into this matter, and Rosie Spike doesn't need to worry, and we get Blackberry. Okay. I'm gonna save. And we're gonna time skip. Getting closer to the end, guys. I see births and deaths. Hopefully it's just Flip Stripe. Let's see. Not enough healthy medicine cats. Remembering all the blood that has been shed in the war, Hornet Clan and ViperClan have decided to finally settle it once and for all. Okay, then. Interesting that that's right after Freckle and Stone were talking. Freckle Star now has yellow cough. Sedge Dance has gotten white cough. Flip Stripe wants a big litter. Verbena Claw no longer has white cough. Whispering Silk has green cough. Huh. Well then. Sparrow Dance returned to camp carrying a litter of kittens, explaining that she found them mewling in a patch of grass near the cooling body of a loner. Bat's ghost now wanders. Sparrow found more children. I'm realizing I never clicked off any of these parents from not having babies. Oops. Uh-oh. Accidental kitten boom. Quill Spider, Rosie Spike babies. Daisy Speckle has yellow cough. Hello. Hi, Sparrow, can I talk to you? Hey. Hey, Sparrow, can I talk to you? Hey, I just want to talk. You did not see your parent at the border. That's really sad. I just want to talk, you know? I definitely didn't forget to do any of these, like, you know, just... because most of these couples are gay, so that means they adopt. You know. Let's just, prevent more babies. Hello. There's so many babies. There's so many babies now. That's hilarious, yeah. Rip Bat, though. The loner they found dead. Where is Yarrow? There we go. Let's, go take a look at all the new babies. Hello, Shaded Kit. You are Quill Spider's baby. You're a little boy. And you're Chirp Kit, Quill Spider, Rosie Spike babies. We need to rename Adder Kit. No. This is ViperClan. They can have an Adder Kit. It's just very unfortunate timing for a name of Adder Kit. Ads in 1 minute, by the way. We're keeping Adder Kit. Maybe this one will be a good adder. Hello. You had a nightmare cleaning the clearing of snow. Oh, Icicle is the donor. It's not Icicle Fleck because Icicle Fleck is dead. But that is very ironic. Hello. So this is the bio parent. Furs Kit fetching fire. Ink Kit asking older cats how kits are born. Hair Kit wants to visit the elders. So the kittens that we found are 3 moons old. So they are older than the first litter by 1 moon. So these ones I'm just gonna say are fully adopted. I'm gonna keep Adder, guys. It's ViperClan in general. They're not gonna care. Also, Tunnel Kit. You're polite and interested in herbs, maybe a medicine cat. You are Noisy. Cinder Kit. Cute. Oh, they didn't actually adopt them. Actually. I'm gonna make a poll. I'm gonna make a poll if they should just adopt this litter or if they should just be clan raised. But we got Tunnel Kit, Cinder Kit. Just these two little babies. And then let's see. Tarantula Kit is rolling on the ground. Storm Kit slipped on some ice. Fire Kit is grooming away. Oh, takes a part of Hawthorne Shade's nest to put for own, clinging to the fading scent. Pale Feather watching Nimble Kit pretend to hunt a mouse. Sedge Dance is in quite the mood today. Torn Dance complaining. There's so many dances. Complaining about her nest being too rough. Fires in the Medicine Cat Den. Link scores thought she saw a cat, but just a two-leg object. Pretend to be a captured warrior for Fire Kit's games. Cute. Mordrin slipped on some ice. Probably not good for your broken back. Complimenting Rosie Spike's fighting techniques. Snapdragon Spark is wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like. Whiskcloud slips out of camp to visit Hawthorne Shade's grave. I'm sad. Looking forward to the next gathering. Tries to emulate the leader's body language when talking to younger cats. Clung so desperately to Hawthorne Shade's body that she had to be dragged away. Rosie Spike counts on some movement under the snow. Spare Dance saw her parent at the border today, I guess the ghost. Suffered a bellyache after being dared to swallow a beetle, unless it's the other parent that wasn't Oleander, but we don't really know about that. Hawkflip is worried about Tunnel Kit. Guststream is cleaning the clearing of snow. Whispering Silk is just not their day. Cobalt Field's feeling down. Treefang saw a two-leg petting a loner. Fallen Newt tries to set a good example for younger cats. Bonefade wonders at all that Sedge Dance has seen and done. Stoneshell misses her two legs. She never had two legs. This is irrelevant. Galaxy Cat cleaning snow. Sparring with clanmates. Sitting by the camp entrance, keeping an eye out for sneaky kits. Wondering if clouds are as soft as they look. Lavender Watcher coaches other warriors to take more guarded stance for their technique. Basil daydream about being a warrior in Lion Clan. Gorsker thinks about the various ways he could bend the rules. I'm doing shipping with your ex and your sister. Don't worry about it. Gullheart is checking up on the warriors. Swamp Hopper is twitching his tail in excitement. Mothjoy can't believe he overslept today. And Frecklestar is feeling anxious. You do have yellow cough. So many babies. Also, it looks like most of you have said adopt. So let me just do that real quick. It's really not that big a deal. They're only like 1 moon apart. And we love blended families here. I will check out what Bat looked like. Hello. You were a 110-moon-old dude, so the mom died at some point. Lonesome, great storyteller, and clever. I will say I probably will draw them, like, as they are now. So, like, when I do draw the Sparrowbird babies, I will probably draw them with Tunnel Kit and Cinder Kit being 3 moons old, and Furs, Gander, and Nimble being 2 moons old. And, you dead? Feeling lazy? I mean, you are winning a lot of stuff, so. Checking a recent wound. Wants to unleash mayhem on the cats who hurt them. Tries to convince another Dark Forest cat to train with her. Digging their claws into the mud. Unleash mayhem on cats that hurt them. Okay. Patrol time! Shreefang. Let's send you out with, Swamp Hopper, because I'm shipping you. We get Rosemary, we clean up the burial grounds. Hawkflip can go out with Basil and Slate Claw. Actually, let's just do a 6-1. Stone Shell, Whisk Cloud, and Bat Nettle. Is this a main wolf? Yeah. It's possible to take on something the size of a maned wolf, especially when it has the bravery of a deer or fawn, but not when Whisk Cloud attacks with so little forethought and the rest of the patrol has to save her tail. She retreats as the incensed maned wolf snarls, and the rest of the patrol tries not to do the same thing at Whisk Cloud. Look, when you send out cats of a medicine cat, they basically either gather moss, talk about a vision, clean the cemetery, or they, what's the other one? Or they gather lungwort. Those are, like, the 4 ones that roll. Yeah, maned wolves are in clan gen. They appear every now and again. I don't know if they find babies when you send them out with a warrior. They might. We're going to Moon 348. Mothjoy, you can go out with Galaxy Cat and Jagged Stripe. Badger set. We stuff grasses and shrubs into the mouth of it. You're a read. Let's send you out with Gustrum. Hello. Yeah, these guys don't work together. This isn't good. Rosy Spike can go out with Fallen Newt and Snapdragon Spark and Verbena Claw. Small Dog. We chase it out. Good job. And then Lynx Gorse can go out with Quill Spider. Hello, J-Clan. It is improved. Let's send out 1 solo. Lavender Watcher. Moves along the white trunks, checking the ground underneath them. Sometimes dead birds can be found. Then Bonefade can go out with Cobalt Field. Nice practice session. And let's send out Sparrow with Gullheart. Hello. Ooh, wants to learn more about the nature of StarClan. Gullheart eventually relents and begins teaching Sparrow Dance about the nature of StarClan and prophecies. Sparrow Dance is going through something. She attempts to bug Gullheart about any recent prophecies, but Gullheart only laughs and gets the patrol back on track for herbs. I see. Sparrow's got something going on. The antagonized for the wind farm is really funny. And, time skip. I see births and deaths. Okay, I hope... Never mind, I see Whispering Silk. Well, there goes Goal's potential boyfriend. Lavender Watcher has been impatient for the end of Flipstripe's pregnancy, so when he hears Flipstripe has gone to labor, he drops what he's doing and sprints for the nursery. 4 kits! Oh, they are older. I was not expecting 4. Fun fact, in a bunch of AU runs I did, Flipstripe constantly was having babies, and one of them was even a point. Like a point kitten. But every time it was like 1 or 2, so I'm very surprised that's 4. I'm so sorry, Whispering Silk. If we run into the windmills again, I'll antagonize for people that haven't seen it. I have to roll where you're going. If you roll a 4, you're going to the Dark Forest. You rolled a 2, so you're staying. I'm sad. Birdtooth's white cough is gone and feels sore from the long distances she's run lately. Snapdragon Spark's tail is badly injured by a fox. Daisy Speckle died of yellow cough. You never really did anything despite getting snuck in as an ex-kitty pet. And you rolled... Wow, okay, you never did anything, really. I guess you can be with your former apprentice. Sorry, Daisy Speckle. Mordream is infected. Less survivable of the day. Basil is retiring. Nimblekit has a mild headache. That's not good. Also, we only have one more moon left. It kind of looks like we're keeping Frecklestar. I want to see the babies. Look at all of these babies! So there's a crow kit who does not look like a crow, but it's fine. And then there's the rain kit. And then there's a violet kit. And then there's a hazel kit. We do have Hazel Mouse, so we should probably rename Hazel. I just said the full name. It's okay, I revealed it on the Discord. If you missed it, Hazelpaw is Hazel Mouse. But, we should probably rename Hazel Kit. I'm gonna check the full name. That's a very easy one to deal with. Okay. Leave me, suggestions for Hazel Kit. Let's see. That's cute. Lots of renames. Let's just do... Trying to keep an eye on the chat, it's just going by really fast. Let's go with these ones. Shaded Kit. Aw, Shaded Kit looks like my OC. Give me a second. Shaded Kit looks like Quiet Paw. There's not gonna be any audio in this, but 1 second. There's no audio, but... and it's gonna be cut off slightly, but it's fine. Actually, give me a second. It's my baby! It's my traumatized child! Oops. But yeah, that's my baby. I am very attached already to the Shaded Kit just because he looks like her. Chirp Kit, pounce on some movement under the snow like a fox. Adder Kit, trying to force his way into being allowed to guard camp. I will say that my baby Quiet Paw's grandpa is named Adderstar. Shaded is interested in the Dark Forest. Uh-oh. Shaded, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nimblekit is whining about the cold, and you have a headache. Ganderkit is feeling nervous. Furzkit is saying bad words. Okay. Is someone teaching the baby bad words, or are Sparrow Dance and Birdtooth just the type of parents that curse casually around the kids? And then, like, are surprised shock Pikachu face when the kids repeat them? Inkit is feeling happy. It's Stoneshell. Sparrow is shameless. I will say that Stoneshell's kits grew up to be strict and insecure, I believe. So, Whisper and Shatter probably aren't the ones teaching that. Also, Hairkit is giving advice to Stoneshell. Tomakit is helping clean out the nursery. Cinderkit is wanting to guard the nursery. Tarantula Kit, oh, we're actually gonna get apprentices at the last move of the year. Asking cats how they're doing. Stormkit whines about being hungry. Firekit can't wait for New Leaf. Also looks like Salamander one. Basil is worried Sedge Dance is overworking herself. Retired a little early, so it looks like Hazel is gonna be Salamander. Side note, it looks like Hazel is gonna have the white spotting where they look like they have wings, but I could be wrong. It could be something else. Pigeon left the territory to gather an herb from a spot she used to use. Palefeather knows that she served ViperClan well. Did I misspell Salamander? No! Slander. It just sounds like I'm saying slander, but funny. I'm crying. Guys, you guys got me to laugh cry. No. Slander. Sedge Dance is chasing a bug. Wants to get to know Lavender Watcher. Fire is happy she can pass on her knowledge. Link's Ghost is fetching Sparrow Dance for someone. Yara Reed pretends to be busy. Is someone trying to tell Sparrow Dance their child is cursing? Mordream is bounding for the territory, scaring away all the prey. With a broken back? Jagged Stripe saw a big scary dog today. Also, I think the time period to heal from a broken back is 6 moons, so I think next moon we're gonna find out if Mordream survives or not. Guys, don't slander Nyoko's spelling skills. Sparrow Dance, your kid called me a bad word. Snapdragon Spark is playing a prank on Stormkit. Whiskcloud is exhausted after patrol. Quill Spider watches Inkit pretend to hunt a mouse. Birdtooth envies the deputy position. Batnettle can't wait for New Leaf. It can be longer when if your cats lived after 8 moons of a broken back. Good to know. Rosie Spike plans a fun surprise for Firekit. Spirit Dance is missing her litter mates. That makes me sad. Slateclaw saw a pair of 2 legs near camp today. Hawkclip is looking up, watching the clouds roll by. Gustring lashes out at any cat who checks on him after whispering Silk's death. That is sad. Cobaltfield asks what Adderkid is up to. Treefang is worried Cobaltfield is overworking himself. Fallen Newt is asking Chirpkit an important question. Bonefade is laughing gleefully. Stoneshell is considering bending the rules just this once again. Well then, that's a little concerning. Galaxy Cat wants to compliment Yo Reed's fighting techniques. Claw keeps her eyes on the skies, afraid of an eagle could come get her. Flipstripe reminisces on the time with Long Dusk. Random old cat? I forget who Long Dusk was. Are you related at all to Long Dusk? Stop sabotaging people. Stop it. Goldheart spending time with Pigeon. Swamp Hopper interpreting an omen. Good to know. Swamp Hopper's sister is Long Dusk. Oh, that combined with interpreting an omen. Okay, then. Mothjoy is bounding for the territory, scaring away all the prey. Frecklestar saw a kitty pet with no fur at all. Okay. Snipcloud gossiping with Crested Lilac. And then easily avoided a shadowy cat. Wants to feel the sun. Feels regret. Cleaning their fur of muck. Picking a fight with another member of the Dark Forest. Yeah, we can look at Mark. We can look at Mark Paw. Give me a second. Here's Mark. Oh, she's watching Fallen Newt with slitted eyes. That's not good. Almost found by ViperClan. Oh, hi, Mark. Okay, let's send out... Let's see. I kind of want to send you out with the girls, see if you, do anything interesting. Oh. Her clanmates come running at her yowls, and Stoneshell is soon freed, shaken but unharmed. We settle down and everyone comforts each other. Okay. Maybe they're getting along a little better. Rosie Spike. Cool Spider. Let's do just a giant parent patrol. Suspicious paw prints. Cool Spider follows the paw prints to a trespassing rogue, and we chase them away. Whiskcloud can go out with Galaxy Cat, Mothjoy, and Claw. Good chance to practice new fighting techniques. Everyone has a nice practice session. Link Score, Slate Claw, Jagged Stripe. Sunning. Feels great. Hawkflip, Batnettle, and Bonefade. Fat Rabbit on the other side of the Moss Clan border. Pounces on it. Steals a rabbit. Lavender Watcher, Cobalt Field. Burrow. Oh no, the burrow was home to a wolverine, now angry at the disturbance. The patrol bolts away to escape its wrath, but Cobalt Field doesn't quite move fast enough and is caught in the claws. Lavender Watcher turns back to help him. Oh, Cobalt Field got a mangled tail. And then, oops. Okay, they didn't find babies. Goldheart and Swamp Hopper take a look at their dwindling supply of herbs and combine their efforts. Oh, they're tense and they do not get along. This is why I don't send you guys out together. You either find babies or you argue. And, this next moon is gonna be the last moon. Icy bursts and deaths. Oh! Swamp Hopper fell into a river and was swept away by the current, never to be seen again! Okay, then. That's not good. Goldheart is the only medicine cat, unless someone became a medicine cat apprentice. Rolling, you did not go to the Dark Forest. Frocklestar recovered from yellow cough. Bonefade's tail is badly injured by a fox. Birdtooth's soreness is gone. Galaxy Clan Cat's tail is badly injured by a fox. Goldheart stands before the clan and announces that he won't be there forever and it's time he took on an apprentice. He tells the clan that he specifically chosen Firekit, now Firepaw, to be his new apprentice, so Goldheart chose the baby. Stormpaw is apprenticed to Yarrow Reed. Lynx Gorse got one. Got Tarantula Paw. Nimblekit's headache is gone. Shaded Kit has gotten a running nose. The loss of Swampopper gives Gorseclare the flutters of anxiety and pangs of sorrow that only he was able to soothe. But now Swampopper is gone forever. The loss takes such a toll on him that he can barely find his footing as he stumbles to his nest, wailing for Swampopper. Sedge Dance feels as though she's living a nightmare. Swampopper, her kit, can't really be dead. As the vigil draws to a close, someone suggests she should eat. Yeah, Fire used to be a med cat. Fire will save our clan. Okay, let's take a look at everyone. Oh boy. Frecklestar purrs as a cool breeze hits him. Mothjoy also doing the same. Goldheart is worried others are judging him. Is it because you straight up just chose a child? You're insecure and quick to make peace. You're unsure that this is what you want to do. Oh no. Guys, I don't think Firepaw wants to be a medicine cat. I do not think Fire wants to be a medicine cat. Gorseclare is craving the taste of mouse. Lavender Watcher sat all night at Swampopper's vigil. Flipstripe was seen crying in her nest after Swampopper's vigil. Vervanaclaw enjoys the warmth of New Leaf. Galaxy Cat is soaking in New Leaf warmth. Stoneshell is soaking in New Leaf warmth. Bonefade is sparring some clanmates. Fallen is looking forward to finding more prey. Treefang spends time watching fish. Cobotfield looking forward to finding more prey. Gustream wondering what living with two legs must be like. Yeah, Swamp Dying created a domino effect, and now the baby is forced to be a doctor. I will say there was a baby that had the interested in herbs status that probably would have been better as a doctor. Slateclaw is sparring with some clanmates. Sparadance wants to compliment Snapdragon's fighting techniques. Rosy Spike tries to set an example. Batnettle is hoping to reinforce the camp walls of the Elder's Den. Sharing tons of Rosy Spike. Worried Violet Kit is overworking herself. Roped into playing Moss Ball with the kits. Wonders if he would be better as a mediator. Jagged Stripe is looking forward to the next gathering. Mordream saw a kitty pet sitting calmly next to a dog. Euroreed was roped into playing Moss Ball with the kits. Lynx Gorse wishes she had wings so she could catch birds easier. Stormpaw is adventurous, quick to make peace, and oddly observant. You were given to Euroreed. Wonders what lies beyond the distant horizon. Yeah, maybe Fire could be temporary and we could do a swap later. Lynx Gorse, apprentice, you are having a nice conversation. You are childish, quick to make peace. Fire is fetching Frecklestar for another cat that was looking for him. Torn Dance is telling scary stories to the younger cats. Sedge Dance is helping the warriors to reinforce camp walls. Palefeather is snoring. Pigeon is thinking about her life choices. Basil is looking forward to today. Cinderkit is busy mastering a move she's performing incorrectly. There's going to be ads in 1 minute. Tunnel Kit is the one that's interested in herbs. So, potential swap here. Hair Kit whines about being hungry. Ink Kit wonders if there's clans other than the ones in her area. First Kit enjoys the warmth of New Leaf. Gander Kit asks Sedge Dance what it's like to be so old. Nimble Kit is telling Sedge Dance a story. Adder Kit is bouncing around in excitement. Chirp Kit refuses to eat the herbs the medicine cat has given him for his tummy. Shaded Kit practices his grooming on Verbanaclaw. Salamander Kit cowers in his nest during a particularly rough storm. Violet Kit is soaking in the New Leaf warmth. And Rain Kit is stuck in a tree again, somehow, at 1 moon old. And Crow Kit can't keep up a tree thing. Wasn't First Kit the one who cursed Bro's a menace? I'm never gonna live down Salamander Kit, huh? Enjoyed the ad. He hopes he was a good deputy. I am out of my drink. No. I can survive. It's fine. It's last moon. I'm gonna dehydrate, guys. Okay, that's non-canon. That doesn't make any sense for Grey Egg. It says to no avail, but I will still roll. Heads, you get into StarClan. It says to no avail, but it was to an avail. Licking your wounds. Ooh, someone wounded you. Hissing at anyone that comes near. Wishes they could hurt those who wrong them. Yoko becomes a raisin. Patrol time. Let's send out all our new apprentices. With the new leaf sun hidden behind cloudy drizzle, it's a damp day to find time. Goldheart lets Firepaw take the lead, testing her knowledge. This is her first day out, sir. With the drizzle hiding sense, Firepaw almost walks straight past the thyme plant, but Goldheart herds her back, making sure the young cat understands the visual signs of the plant so she avoids that mistake in the future. We could do a Freckle solo. If we do a Freckle solo, I'm probably gonna save and do a non-canon time skip just to see who the next deputy would be. But we'll see. I wanted to do apprentices, so 1 second. I forgot to mention it in the last video, but Osprey Claw has been helping out the ViperClan cats that are in the Dark Forest. We're sunning. It's important to take time to rest. Lynx tells Tarantula Paw, trying to hit a middle ground between advice and a command. She's seen how hard Tarantula Paw has been working and commends him for it, but it'll do the clan no good if he burns himself out. All things in their time. Cute. And then Stormpaw can go out with Yarrow. We see a bird, and we catch it. Someone said solo Freckle for the drama. Please don't die in a rock slide. Tries his best, but unfortunately he's the only able to work his head free. He yowls until his voice is hoarse, and his throat is sore. Thankfully, a patrol passes by a few hours later and frees their hapless clanmate. Well then. Any particular cats you want me to send out together before we end this? Some of them are not available, just ones you see. Freckle will live forever. Sparrow and Stone. Okay. Practice fighting techniques. Unfortunately, neither cat steps up to teach. Let's see. Moth solo. We see a squirrel. We catch it. And then, let's see. Any other suggestions before I start doing random ones? I saw a 6-cat patrol, but I'm kind of waiting until I see if there's any specific cats people wanted to send out. Wisp and Bat. Scent of a mouse. We narrowly miss it. Tree and Newt. We see a fox. Not we're following them, not over a single mouse. When we're solo, let's see. We already sent out Bat. Random single cat, Quill and her mate. Two-leg nest. A little carelessly, Rosie Spike goes to hunt in their garden, but there's a new thing there, a strange suspicious box. Wisely, Rosie Spike avoids it and returns to the ViperClan territory. Thank you. Someone said random solo cat, and then also someone said 6 cat, so let's see. Who's the random solo? Slate Claw. Two-leg duns. Did not get stolen. And then 6 cats. Practice new fighting. Everyone has a nice practice session, picking up a good selection of new tricks to try it for their next skirmish. Well then, that was both dramatic and somehow did not do things that I thought would happen. We still have Freckle Star. Mothjoy is still deputy. We sadly lost Swamp Hopper, but Goldheart has decided that Firepaw is now his apprentice, who is the child of Gush Dream and Yarrow. I haven't figured out who Stone's Kits would be apprenticed to. I will give you the information that their names are Shatterblaze, who is strict, and Whisper Swoop, who is insecure. So I will give you that information, and I will edit them in somehow, but they are actually fully warriors at this point. Berry Chase also died, so no more Berry Chase, and Gorsclair is now the only mediator. And we have so many babies. We have so many babies. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. And if you press F3 button, it opens up a menu that adds new cars. I know you mean cats. I will try that out later. Thank you. That is needed. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Barry's in the Dark Forest. But yeah, Freckle Star is still here. And I will see you next time. Peace!